Yes, Shalom Habarim, hello friends. We're talking about the right and the wise choice of profession. You know, this is actually applicable to people of all ages everywhere, especially especially to those who are making major decisions in terms of their career path though. So, because the earlier and the sooner you choose the right education, professional training, apprenticeship, college, university, whatever, as long as it's real and it really gives you the real, true, and best knowledge, theoretically and practically. Okay, that's a thing that's got to be in balance, right? And the sooner you choose the right profession and career, the better. Okay. Now, here's the interesting thing. To know what profession to choose, and it actually is possible that a person, even a young person, right, that you as parents, okay, so it's possible as a parent and for a young person, right, it's actually possible to choose, to make a recommendation to choose a certain profession, even at, like before this person, goes to college or whatever, and to actually go that route. And if you do that, you will generally be prosperous and successful to a certain degree, basically speaking, compared to a lot of other unnecessary having to change professions. And I should talk about this with everybody. Everyone should know this. Look, based on a person's birthday, right? Because there's a time and a place for everything on earth and under heaven, so to say. Different people are good at different things. And generally, people can be divided up into about 12 different categories. This sort of a knowledge and information is ancient, and it has expressed itself in, wow, that is so impressive. As a zodiac, actually. Now, we're talking about real life science here. It is proven, wow, okay, it is actually proven that there is such a thing as order in nature and logic and systematic order. It's all around us. You can see it everywhere. You have people who look alike. You look up their birthdays, they have approximately the same birthday. So, like, there's no coincidences in life. It's all ordered right. Okay. So now the choice of a profession, right? It's really important to choose the right thing. Generally, for everybody, there's a couple different things, like something like 3 or 4 different things that they're really good at. Yet there's one particular thing that they're the best at, the best. And if they do that, right, if you go to school and you study that, and then you go in the field and you hopefully, that's another subject. Just make wisdom be your guide all the time. Be a little prudent, and you'll be safe all the time. That's how it is. Whether through thick or thin, whether you're old or young, it's real simple. But so if you choose the right profession and you choose out what you really are gifted with the abilities to do, right, you will simply excel very fast. And now, look, if I look at my life so far, okay, now I can see, in retrospect, I can see actually now, right, at age 38, I can see, well, this really would have been ideal. But see, listen, we got to remember that, yeah, it's good to reflect and to look at our progress and to look in retrospect, and you might see things in your life where you realize, I should have made that decision, right? But that is not realistic, and it's not the most imperative thing, because you see, everything happens for a reason, and everything that goes on, everything we experience, it's all a plus, so to say. It all leads to overall positive personal growth and so on, right? So now it is good, though, to be able to look and go, actually, so if we evaluate some of our progress and we realize, I should have chosen that profession like early on, would have been really, really, really good in that field. Okay. Well, you can still change things. But the thing is, what's important though is that one has the prudence to choose wisely as early as possible too. Because like, if I were to look at my life now at age 38, okay, I know exactly there's one profession that if I would have chosen that at age 17, right, I had a totally different level of existence and comprehension and thinking and being that I did than that I do now, right? Yet I know for a fact there's one profession if I would have picked that at age 17, it would have been a good thing. But see, that is not, though that's important and it's intelligent to analyze, our life and our progress and stuff, it's not really, it's just to gain better information and make good decisions now. Because you can't change the past, and it's not necessary to. What I'm saying, though, and let's get to the point of the matter so we can move forward ideally from here on, is that every person right now has the ability to choose. I also have that choice. To choose wisely, okay, in terms of your profession, what you specialize, what you go to do your apprenticeship in, what you go to college, university, etc. And, that's a massive subject of itself. What I'm saying is, based on the soul personality of a person, based on when your birthday is, there is actually an accurate guidance to what you should choose in terms of your profession. And you should always aim the highest, the safest, right? And you'll accomplish the maximum. Okay. And really, the way to do that is to check when your birthday is, and then check in a book that I have, that I read every day, pretty much every day, next to the Holy Law, of course, and look up your soul personality in a book called Self-Mastery and Fate with the Cycles of Life, and see if it applies to you. And you will see that there's just accurate laws of nature that have been observed by wise men and women for thousands of years, documented, put into writing, and given to us and to our future generations, so that life would be even better, and everything will become better and reach its best and be the best, right? So this is really something that's important. Now, I had a real interesting thought. You know how they have these movies with time machines and so on? I thought, look, what if I could go back in time and then force myself to choose and pick this profession when I was 17? Well, first of all, it doesn't work. It's not necessary. And to think that way, it's not logical, because you're here and you're here for a reason, and it's like this for a reason, and there's a good way to keep it going, and it will be good, right? So that's a general rule, and that's always the case. All you have to do is make wisdom be your guide. But it is important to look at, and see, okay, this is the ideal path to go. So every person who sees this video, there's an ideal way for you to go. And it's filled with beautiful divine surprises. Even though it's like a prepared path that's perfect, it's also very, very beautiful, and it's the journey of life with prudence and self-mastery.